The sun rises, throwing light on the mountains. Another day begins in Mariana. For those who live in the city, it is just another day. However, for those who visit from out of town, every day in Mariana is a surprise, a discovery, a magical tour of its beauty, built over more than 300 years of history. One of the first organized settlements in Minas Gerais, Mariana was born due to gold. Gold that generated wealth and revolution. Gold that attracted talent and experience from other lands. Gold that made a new civilization sprout up. Mariana has been classified as a National Historical Monument since 1945. It holds some of the most beautiful, expressive architectural works from the Brazilian colonial period. There are impressive buildings, such as the Count of Assumar's Palace, the Chamber House and Jail, and the Capitulary House, which today holds the Archdiocese Museum of Sacred Art. The buildings are from the 18th century, elegant and well preserved, such as the houses on Direita Street and Gomes Freire Plaza. Also, there are the beautiful, richly ornated churches, which, in addition to having surprising architectural solutions, hold major works of artists and artisans who contributed to make the city the cradle of culture in Minas Gerais. Churches, such as the former Our Lady of Assumption Cathedral, today the Holy See Cathedral, hold treasures from Baroque art and a precious organ from the 18th century, the only one existing outside of Europe. Churches such as St. Francis of Assisi, where Master Ataíde is buried, who was considered the greatest painter in the Brazilian colonial period, responsible for the gold coating of the main altar and for the paintings on the ceiling of the sacristy. Churches such as Our Lady of Carmel Sanctuary, with remarkable qualities of proportion and balance, reveal the talent of its designers and builders. Churches that multiplied over the centuries remain alive and imposing, like the monumental traditions of the faith, art, culture, and the history of the people of Mariana. History, art, and culture can also be seen in the city's museums. The Museum of Sacred Art is regarded as Minas Gerais' richest and the second richest in Brazil. Here, the visitor finds paintings and sculptures, gold and silver articles, images and rare parchments, works in wood and soapstone, furniture and complete settings from the 18th century. The Music Museum, the only one of its kind in the country, exhibits scores, musical works by 18th century composers from Minas Gerais, and works for musical bands from the 19th century. And just when the visitor thinks that the day cannot possibly bring any other surprises, the delights of Minas Gerais culinary tradition arrive at the table. There are many recipes which have traveled over the centuries and, one by one, in their own way, tell a little of the history and customs of Mariana and its people. History and customs that inspire and orient creation in rich, varied arts and crafts, going from traditional soapstone pans to wood carvings and sculptures, rugs and baskets, and articles in silver and semi-precious stones. Works that are presented to the visitor in shops in the city or in several nearby districts, such as Cachoeira do Brumado and Passagem de Mariana. These ancient settlements also appeared because of the gold and are veritable islands of tradition and hospitality. With their colonial settings, the popular and religious festivals, local culinary, and beautiful natural landscapes add to Mariana's enchantment to surprise all who come here. The sun sets behind the mountains, and the mother city of Minas Gerais is lit up to receive the night. It's just another day that ends. But for the visitor, each day spent in Mariana is a memory to be held for the rest of one's life. Every day is a new itinerary of dreams and discoveries, and each route, each tour, an unforgettable voyage through the living history of Minas Gerais and of Brazil. Mariana Tourist Information Center. Your best tour starts here.